Welcome to Om Times TV, a division of Om Times Media and Broadcasting. Welcome to Ascending with Venus Castleberg, a space where we explore the journey of spiritual awakening, expanding your consciousness and raising your frequency to create a whole new world. We'll dive into the possibilities that open up when you choose to follow the whispers and trust your inner knowing. Each episode is designed to guide you in expanding your awareness, tuning into your intuition, and discovering the magic of your life every day. We'll talk about living aligned with your soul's purpose, going beyond limitations, and creating a life and a world worth celebrating. You are here to embrace who you truly are and step into the infinite potential that's waiting for you. Let's ascend together. And now, here is your host, Venus Castleberg.
Hello, beautiful people. Who's out there? Who's joining me today? Say hello in the chat. I love to see you. Yeah, what a day. I don't know if some of you might be feeling it in various ways, but we are in what's called Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde, I don't like to make it super significant. I think it's important for you to know that you can actually outcreate anything. I really, truly believe that. And sometimes it's helpful to know, like, oh, that's why technology is being a little glitchy right now. Or, oh, that's why I can't seem to log on to an account that I can always log on to. Oh, maybe that's why I'm maybe that's why I'm having trouble communicating with somebody who I care about deeply. Retrograde, kind of, I like to look at it like this, like it's everything with an RE. So it's time to review. It's time to reflect. It's time to relax. It's time to replenish, right? So all those words that start with RE are kind of the words that I find most beneficial during this time of Mercury retrograde. And yes, I know that technology can be a little frustrating, as can travel. So yeah, we'll be out of it in a week. Or actually 5 days. So countdown is on. 5 days, 5 more days. Hi, Mary, welcome. So yeah, if you're joining me today, please say hello in the chat. I love chatting with people like you and letting you know that I'm grateful for you to be here. And I'm actually talking to somebody. And let's see. So from getting to gifting, I don't know about you. I'm going to be completely vulnerable here. And hi, Bob, welcome. And share something about myself that maybe you didn't know. Hi, Pamela, welcome. So I'm an only child. And I had a great mom and dad. I didn't know my biological father, but who I called dad adopted me when I was 2 or 3, something like that. And he was there until I was 18, and then he passed away. But so I had a dad growing up. I also had a stepdad after that, and he was an amazing man. But I was spoiled, to say the least. So I share that because I definitely was somebody who looked at the world as, what am I going to get? And maybe this wasn't even the only lifetime, right? This was, what's in it for me? What am I going to get out of it? Christmas was always in the past about, what am I going to get? And I just happened to be something, I think partially because I was an only child. Maybe I was a queen or a princess or both in another lifetime where I always got what I wanted. very possible. But I used to really struggle with this, and it wasn't even necessarily a conscious struggle. So you know how sometimes you have a blind spot, you have a something that you do unconsciously, and you don't even realize you're doing it until somebody points it out or until you have some things happen, and then you're like, "Oh, okay." Um, I remember way back in my 20s, I this is relevant, don't trust me. But way back in my 20s, I had this like epiphany in my 20s. It was like, wow, not everybody thinks like me. Not everybody sees the world like me. And I remember my friends going, "You just realized that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess I did." Like I just thought everybody saw the world the same as me. I'll be honest with you, I just never really gave it much thought, right? Because I was raised and I was an only child, and my parents loved me and they spoiled me, and I liked being spoiled. I still like being spoiled. I'm not gonna lie, right? I still like being spoiled. But somewhere in there, I kind of programmed myself to look at everything through a filter of what's in it for me, through a filter of what am I going to get, through a filter of if I do this, what do I get in return? And not it wasn't a cognitive thought. Like I literally didn't have something happen and then be like, what's in it for me? But I could tell I had this like undercurrent of energy of, yeah, what's in it for me? And I'm sure some of you can relate at some point in your life. You probably had something similar, even if it was young. You know, a lot of kids nowadays, right now, are like asking Santa for their gifts. They're asking for what they can get. Well, I'll be honest with you. Not, I've been honest the whole time, but like I noticed that if I would, even if I would get everything that I wanted or get everything that I asked for or whatever, that there was still kind of this hole, still kind of this gap. Hi, Kimberly, welcome. If any of you want to call in and talk to me, I love talking to people. 202-570-7057, I believe. We will hi, Joseph. Hi, Carlos. I would love to talk to you, and we'll post the phone number in the comments so you can call, because I'm sure I said that way too fast. But for me, realizing, oh, wow, my focus was on what I could get and what I'm going to receive, what's in it for me, to only then get everything that I thought I wanted, to have this hole, to have this gap, to have this like, wow, that's not as fulfilling as I thought it was going to be. I've actually had a woman I know, and one of her targets in her life was to become a millionaire. And she became a millionaire, and she got to become a millionaire. And then she goes, oh, that didn't create what I thought it was going to create. I think she thought, the clouds would part, the angel would sing, everybody would break out in song and dance, and there'd be like trumpets blaring, and there'd be like this big celebration of like, you made it, you did $1 million, and nothing. So then she had to look at, just like I had to look at in my own way for my own reasons, but she had to look at, okay, so what am I doing this for? Like, it's not about the money. And that was my realization too, was like, wow, I've been searching and I've been reaching for, there's been times in my life when I was like chasing money and like chasing clients, like always looking for what's in it for me. instead of starting to look at, what can I contribute? What can I gift instead? There, in this reality, in this world, it's very common. Most people give to get. They give to receive. It's kind of how we're wired, what we're taught. We're like give and receive. I mean, even my family, I love them. They're amazing people. And at the same time, we'll be at lunch. Somebody will buy lunch, and inevitably, one of the people at the table will be saying, I'll get dinner, before we've even finished like being together for lunch. Like there's this like tit for tat. Like you have to give, and then you have to receive, and you have to give back. If you receive something, you have to give back, and blah blah blah. Right? Like this vicious wheel. What if life was actually meant to be more about gifting and receiving? Have you ever noticed when you gift somebody something, like you contribute to them with your heart, and there's something you just do something out of the kindness of your heart? Well, that didn't take long. So for those of you who don't know me, I do tend to get emotional sometimes. I just get touched by things. I think things are that when there's kindness in the world, it's such a gift to all of us. There's such a gift in gifting, and I call it gifting instead of giving, because giving implies that there's giving and receiving. Gifting and receiving is you then gift something out of the kindness of your heart, not with an expectation from something in return from that person. Now, I'm going to tell you, the universe will definitely bless you in your gifting to others, but it doesn't necessarily come back directly from the person that you're gifting to, right? So if we gift freely, we gift, and it's that time of year, right? I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever seen those like angel trees I think they're often in malls, but I have a friend that does one in her spa, and it's just like, it's for a bunch of children who don't have a lot, that are asking for something, and you anonymously give. You buy a present for a child who asks for it, and they get to have that under their tree, and they never know who it comes from. Right? So like this, it's just that sort of energy. If we could have more of that in the world, and it wasn't about what am I going to get? And as somebody who was wired that way too, it's like, I like asking, what can I give? What can I gift? How can I contribute to others? And that being said, there's also a slippery slope, because some of you all out there have a business, and some of you who might be listening to my show specifically have a spiritual business. And what happens a lot of times is we become extremely altruistic. I did it too. Like, I'm like, I totally like would, I lost that thought. But so we're wired to give to receive instead of, can we gift and then receive magic and miracles from the universe that we weren't expecting? And it just happens as if by magic, right? But it also takes the pressure off. It's like, oh, it's not about that person giving something back to you. It's not like, they bought lunch, now I have to buy dinner. Instead of it's wow, cool. What can I gift from my heart? Really cool story. I probably will cry on this one too. I don't know why it touched me so much, but there's a hiking trail nearby that I love to hike, and I hike it often, a few times a week, at least once a week, if not a few times a week. And over the last couple months, there's been a pumpkin sitting there, And a person had put a pumpkin and wrote on it, "Please don't move the pumpkin. This is for the Christmas tree." And I was like, okay. I didn't know what that meant. Wasn't hiking in the snow last year. So remind you, that's new for me because I got snow cleats for my shoes now. So I'm hiking a few days ago, and I get up there, and sure enough, hi Jennifer, welcome. That tree is up, and it's decorated with ceramic ornaments all over it. And there's a sign above it that says, "Free Christmas ornaments, Merry Christmas." They're all handmade by whoever AH is, because it's just the initials on the back and the year 2024. And I was so touched by that, because that person is gifting to random strangers hiking the trail. Anybody who wants an ornament can take one. Anybody who wants many ornaments could probably take many ornaments, right? But it was, I don't know, there's something about it that it hit me in my heart. And I just thought, wow, what would the world be like if we focused more on what can we give? What can we contribute to each other, instead of what's in it for me, or what am I going to get? It'd be a different world, right? We probably wouldn't have wars. We wouldn't be fighting each other for what we want, right? That is kind of what the wars are about, right? It's like fighting for what we want, or fighting for land. In the old days, there was lots of fighting for land. And so we've evolved somewhat. It doesn't mean we're not still fighting wars. But that I don't know, there's something about that. And I don't know if you are willing to take this on as a challenge. It's something that I've taken on as a personal challenge. And it's asking myself every day, what can I contribute? What can I gift? What random act of kindness can I do today? And having that be a new habit of mine has changed my world. Because it really isn't about what's in it for me. It's about what can I contribute? How can I make a difference in somebody else's life today? And it might be something really simple. Like, I work out with a group of people, and they all seem to help each other, like put away their workout gear at the end of the workout. And it's just contributing to each other, right? And it's so neat to see people step up to just contribute to somebody else without an expectation of something in return. I think we've gotten a little off track. I love the holidays. I do. I get, it gets a little more commercial every year, and, it's a lot about getting, but that's just not how I view it anymore. And so you can also change your point of view around the holidays and just be like, okay, so how can I contribute? And that, whatever you gift without an expectation of something in return, will come back to you 10, 100, 1,000-fold. It really will. It just doesn't happen in the way that we expect it to. It's not that if I give you this, then you will do this for me. Or if you do this for me, then I have to do this for you. It doesn't have to be that way. It really can be, how can we contribute to each other? How can we lift each other up? How can we practice loving kindness to each other and to ourselves, right? You are a person too. So practicing loving kindness to yourself is a gift. Oh, I remember what I was saying. So the slippery slope around having a spiritual business. So one of the things that happens a lot, and I did it too, is this, we're supposed to be altruistic. We're supposed to give away our services for free. I do not agree with that. I actually believe you're supposed to charge what's fair and valuable to you for your services. Now, granted, there's going to be times when maybe somebody you're working with or somebody who wants to work with you can't afford your services, and then maybe you gift it to them. But it ends up being a case-by-case basis, right? It's not a like you have to give it all away for free because you got your spiritual gifts from the universe and you're supposed to give them for free. I disagree. I think you have a valuable service that you can offer people, but there's going to be times when you can give it away for free or gift it as well, right? There's this great tool, I talk about it often, Access Consciousness, called the bars. And it's 32 points on the head. My mom likes to call it a brain colonic. Basically, it gets rid of all the junk in your head. Amazing tool. Highly recommend doing it. There's bars facilitators all over the world, so look them up around where you can go to accessconscious.com and find facilitators near you to run your bars if you want to try it. But they're like once a year we have Suicide Prevention Month. And I love this month because I don't do it every year, but when I feel pulled to, when I feel drawn to, I will do free taste of bars where you actually get a chance to like experience the bars for 15 or 20 minutes and it's free, right? I've known that the Access Consciousness of bars has changed multiple people that I've known from being suicidal, self-harming, to never thinking about suicide again. That's a huge gift. So if I could contribute 20 minutes to somebody that could potentially change their entire lives, absolutely. But then do I charge for a full hour session? I do. I think it's both. Like you also have to be willing to receive for your services. You have to be willing to receive from the universe. It's not, the universe doesn't want you to be this empty tank going around constantly trying to fill up other people's tanks. The universe wants your tank to overflow so you can give to people with the overflow, right? How much more change can you affect on the planet if you actually had a ton of money? A lot more, I'm going to tell you, than if you're broke or if you're living paycheck to paycheck. It's really hard for you to be of service and altruistic if you're having trouble surviving. The universe doesn't want you to just survive. The universe wants you to thrive. So again, you have to find that balance for yourself, but there are times where, just gifting from the kindness of your own heart to other people and to yourself is appropriate. I went 100% donation only in my business for a while. Actually, it wasn't for very long. I think I did it for like 3 or 4 months and nobody came. So I just couldn't do it. It's not viable for me to have a donation only business that nobody comes to. But they didn't value my services because I wasn't charging for them at that point, right? So now it's like, do I charge for my services? I do. Do I offer specials and do I gift them sometimes? Absolutely. So, but it's more about finding what's true for you and finding that balance, finding that space within that you can give from the overflow. So you're taken care of, your needs are taken care of, you're fed, you have a roof over your head, you have a little bit extra. When you have a little bit extra, what can you gift? And it doesn't always require money. But I share that slippery slope because I know sometimes people get into, and I was there too, like I should just want to be of service the whole time. But it's really hard for you to be of service to others and to gift to others and contribute to others when your basic needs are not met. When you don't know where your next meal's coming from, you're giving from an empty tank. So again, you have to find the balance for yourself. What's the truth for yourself? But there is yes, there are times when it's appropriate to gift to open your heart to loving kindness to another. And then there's times when it's appropriate to charge for what you're giving, right? But charging, I will also tell you this, if you're charging, a lot of times people can't receive when you just want to give it away for free. They receive way more from you when you charge. So I know that it's easy to even get on a live like this and be like, oh, I thought she was only going to talk about like I should just be a slave and I should just give away all my services, and absolutely not. I don't believe that. For me, you have to find what's true for you, and but be willing to gift to you first. Be willing to take care of you first. Not from looking or outside of yourself like I was, where I was like looking to others to like contribute to me or others to be my source. But be willing to be like do things for yourself that fill you up, that make you want to contribute to others. Maybe you don't have a lot of extra money in the bank. That's okay. You can still contribute your time to somebody. You can still, take 15, 20, 30 minutes out of your day and talk to somebody. Maybe they don't really have anybody to talk to about what they, want to talk to. I've talked to quite a few of you, I'm sure, on the phone about like your spiritual gifts and what are your spiritual gifts and what do you want to do with them and where do you want to go, right? So that willingness to listen is such a gift. And it doesn't have to be money. You don't have to go give money. You can go buy somebody food, or like I said, time is very valuable. Doesn't have to include money at all. So you don't have to buy something for somebody, but you can gift it to them. And I'm going to share just one more little piece on this, and then we'll take a short break. I'm going to invite you to learn to receive. The universe is trying to gift you all the time and trying to fill up your tanks all the time. But many of us have been trained to deflect when somebody wants to contribute something to us. But again, it's like the universe is trying to contribute to you and you're saying no, and then you're going out there and being of service to others with empty tanks. So would you allow the universe to contribute to you? Now, this is going to show up in different ways for different people. Sometimes somebody's going to want to carry your groceries, and you're going to be like, no, I can carry my groceries. I'm fully capable of carrying my groceries. I'm going to tell you something. They know that you can carry your groceries. They just want to contribute to you, right? Or somebody wants to buy you a coffee or wants to buy you lunch or do something nice for you. Would you be willing, and you can comment with the yes in the comments, would you be willing to receive whatever the universe is trying to gift you from whoever it's coming from? So this is a big thing between women and men a lot. Some men like to open doors, and women become, liberalist, and we can open our own doors. Yes, you can, and they know that. They don't want to take that away from you. They just want to contribute to you. So would you let however the universe wants to contribute to you next? You can comment yes if you agree. But the next time somehow somebody wants to do something for you, you're going to be willing to receive it and let your tanks fill up so that you can then pay it forward and contribute to somebody else. Anybody going to say yes? I'm waiting. You can comment yes while we'll take a short break. We'll be right back.
Om Times TV. Imagine becoming a super influencer. Reinvent yourself, invest in your brand, and then manifest your success with a robust spheric approach. Om Times Media and Broadcasting offers a unique and multifaceted way to become the spiritual and conscious influencer you deserve to be by putting your message across our powerful platform with its proven record of integrity and excellence. Through our produced shows, Om Times offers the opportunity to become a social media TV personality, a radio show host, an Om Times magazine columnist, and a syndicated podcaster, all in one shot. By live streaming your show on Om Times TV and broadcasting it across the extensive Om Times radio and TV networks, you become more than a host. You become an ambassador and a force for positive change. Om Times. Open yourself to the possibilities.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse, walk a mile in my shoes.
Awesome. That commercial hits me often as well. Wow. But again, it's a great example of practicing loving kindness. And thank you for those of you who said yes, that you would be willing to receive when the next time the universe desires to gift to you. And you don't have to go into how do I pay them back or what do I do for them next. You can just receive it with gratitude and then pay it forward when you have the energy and you have the desire to pay it forward. Not because you have to or you should, but just because it sounds fun to you, right? Kimberly says, yes, she's definitely working on this with her spouse. And I would honestly say, yeah, relationships are one of the more difficult ones because men actually love to serve their women. They love to do things for their women. But women, we've been taught, or we're supposed to be strong. And like, we're supposed to be, it's like, you're still strong. You can still carry, like, we know you can open your doors and carry your groceries. Now, would you be willing to just receive and let people contribute to you? And that will, I'm telling you right now, if you're willing to just receive everything, even without a point of view, receive what the world's trying to contribute to you, the universe is giving you, but also be willing to receive people's judgments and points of view. Did you know that judgment is actually only energy? And those people are desiring to contribute to you as well. They just don't know how. So they do it through anger and frustration or judgment. And you could literally just be like, wow, thank you for the contribution. Thank you for the energy that you just gifted me. Or you can make it personal and resist and react to it and push it away. It's a choice. There's no right or wrong, good or bad choice. But what if you could just receive it without a point of view and just be like, oh, wow, okay, that's their point of view. That's what they think, or that's their judgment. That's it. But they're just wanting to contribute to me. Okay, cool. Thank you for the contribution. That's what I do when people get angry at me. Like, well, thanks for the contribution. But I also don't try to fix it. I don't go into resistance or reaction. When you resist anything, this is one more little piece on receiving, and then we'll do our guided visualization for the day. But when you are resisting what people are trying to give you, it has nowhere to go. But when you stop resisting, it can flow. And then when things flow, they flow in, contribute to you, they flow out, contribute to somebody else, they flow into them, maybe they flow out and contribute to the earth. Oh, and then the earth contributes to us all. And like it's this symbiotic relationship that we have with gifting and receiving that contributes to everyone and everything. Like, think about it this way, like when you're outside in nature, looking at the beautiful trees or the snow, or you're just enjoying the sunlight, right? Are you receiving from the earth? Do you feel like now you owe the earth? You should pay the earth back? Some of you might, but the earth doesn't think that way. So the earth is like, I'm just happy to contribute. I'm happy to gift to you. I don't have a point of view. I just want to contribute. And you receive it until you believe that somehow it's wrong or bad, or you should do something in return. And then that turns into resistance. So, being the season of holidays for everyone out there, how can we turn this around and make it more of a season of gifting and receiving and being willing to receive as much as we gift, but not have an expectation of it? I wonder what that would be like. So thank you for those of you who have joined me and commented. I'm super grateful for that. It's nice to know, like I said in the beginning, I'm not talking to the air. We will do a little guided visualization right now to wrap up our time together. I really hope you enjoy it. So find a comfortable seat. Maybe close your eyes if you're not driving. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and exhale out. And relax. Relax your whole body from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. Breathe in, exhale out. And relax. Relax even deeper and deeper so. Let go. Let go of your thoughts. Let go of your anywhere else but here and now. In this magical energy that is the simultaneity of gifting and receiving at the same time. Breathe in, exhale out. Breathe in, exhale out. And allow yourself to just imagine yourself in that calm, safe, favorite place that you have on the earth, on the planet somewhere. Maybe you remember being there once in your life, or maybe you've been back there many, many times. But just allow yourself to take in the sights, the sounds. What do you see? What do you hear? The details of what you taste. The details of what you feel. Are there trees nearby? Or do you see the water? Do Do you smell the flowers? Or maybe the pine in the air? Can you hear some birds? Or the waves crashing on the ocean shore? Wherever you are, just receive everything. Receive the energy of the earth as she contributes so much. She contributes beauty and nourishment. She contributes water. Maybe you haven't thought about this, but she also has gravity, which keeps us all from floating away. There's warmth, there's cold. What if every season could be a contribution? When the leaves change colors and fall to the ground, and the snow takes over and twinkles like stars in the sky, and gives way to the spring flowers and the little bunnies, and then the summer warmth and the sun, and how when it's warm outside you smell the trees even more because the heat is what releases the smell. Every season has its own beauty, its own gifting, contribution that's always there. We only need to recognize it, or we're only invited to recognize it. It's giving all the time. And then there may be times when you want to give back to the earth. You want to contribute some energy to the earth. Just send the earth some energy. Now, this isn't in reaction to, but this is just an invitation. Like, it's not because the earth gives us so much that now I'm asking you to do this. But if it's light for you, if it'd be fun for you, I want you to just open your hands and turn your hands down towards the earth and just contribute some of that energy that you have, some of the energy that's overflowing from you and pouring out of your hands and into the earth. And then maybe you can think of, again, with the overflow of this energy that you're getting, receiving from the earth and receiving from your calm, safe place that you love so much. And allowing that energy to flow out from you now to maybe somebody in your life or somebody you know that's struggling right now. just sending them a little energetic contribution. They don't, you never have to tell them that you did this for them. But you're just sending light, sending love, sending gratitude, sending energy. Maybe there's a group of people that you would like to contribute to. But I want you to notice that as you contribute to others, as you send energy to others, that your energy just keeps getting filled back up. There's something so magical when somebody gives you something and you receive it without resisting it or having a point of view about it. Like when you do something nice for somebody, isn't it so wonderful when somebody receives it? And they're so grateful for your gift, for your time, for your energy, for whatever it is. Just allowing that energy of gratitude, that energy of gifting and receiving to keep filling you up. Allowing the beauty of the earth to keep filling you up. Sometimes we have to take time to nurture ourselves to fill our tanks back up. So that might be a bath or a walk in the forest. I'm going to tell you right now that bath is gifting to you. That water is gifting to you. What a contribution to give to you. Somewhere else would you like to contribute? Just allowing that energy to free flow. It's like this infinite universal energy is pouring down from the heavens and into your crown and filling you up. And then that energy is pouring out of your hands, sending it to the earth, sending it to those in need, sending it to people you care about, sending it to situations in the earth that maybe could use contribution, some nurturing energy, some loving kindness, maybe some gratitude. Judgment and gratitude can't live in the same space. So if you practice gratitude, you have this sense of gifting, receiving. And it's both, right? It's not what do I get or what do I owe? It's what can we contribute to each other? If you want to gift something to me, how can I receive that gratefully? If I want to contribute something to you, what would it take for you to receive it gratefully? And then with that beautiful overflow of energy, you can send it to somebody else. Send it to somebody else in need. Send it to somebody else who's really struggling right now. There are quite a few people on the planet right now really struggling. You may or may not know them, but you can still contribute to them. You can still wish for them to have a little bit more ease and joy in their lives. What can you contribute? What would you like to contribute? What would be fun for you to contribute? And allowing that energy to just ebb and flow, to come and go. Notice that you may be feeling waves of energy coming into your field and then rippling out. That could be somebody on this call with you that's sending ripples of energy to you. They don't know you. They're like, oh, I think I just want to contribute to this person today. Again, maybe they could use a little bit more love, kindness, generosity of spirit. Just allowing yourself to let it flow, let it come and go. You don't have to contain it. You don't have to hold on to it. Maybe you receive some contribution from somebody else. And then there's this tendency to be like, oh, I have to contain it. I have to hold on to it. I can't let it flow. No, energy is meant to come and go. Just like money is meant to come and go. Being in the flow with money creates money far greater than saving and scrimping every penny. The universe is abundant, and the universe wants you to be abundant. Can you receive it now? Would you receive the abundance of the universe? Receive the contributions that are coming to you and through you and for you. And those people in your life that just really want to do something nice for you. Just allowing that to come in and flow out. Come in and flow out. Allow yourself to just be in the flow of the universe. The universe does not want you to suffer. The universe does not want you to struggle. The universe is abundant. You just need to trust. Or you don't need to, but you have a choice. You can choose to trust. The universe is conspiring for you. Breathe in, let it in, exhale out. Breath is a great example of gifting and receiving. Plants breathe in carbon monoxide and they breathe out oxygen. And then we breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon monoxide, constantly gifting and receiving from each other energetically. And now plants, right? The earth, gifting and receiving, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Letting it all just ebb and flow, ebb and flow. yourself up with loving kindness, and then fill up another with loving kindness. Fill yourself up with loving kindness, and maybe do a random act of kindness. Breathe in, exhale. Breathe in, exhale. Just become aware of your body. Maybe thank your body for everything it contributes to you. Rub your thighs, rub your hands together. Breathe in, breathe out. Slowly opening your eyes. I hope you enjoyed that ebb and flow, gifting and receiving visualization. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. You have a magical day.